Now we're gonna put the ingredients in the sift, and we're gonna sift it. Normally I don't measure, but you could make 2 cups of unbleached flour, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, two cups. For those who love to measure, you can measure it. But for me, I just do 2 cups of unbleached flour. We're going to pour it, like they say, pour it until the ancestors say yes. So we're going to pour it in until the ancestors say that's it, you know. Because you know, when we grew up, we don't grow up in measuring this, measuring that, certain ingredients, certain things we measure, you know, when we're not comfy with. Then we're going to add the baking powder in it, and we're going to add a tablespoon of baking powder. And if it's fresh baking powder, you could have maybe a tablespoon or a teaspoon and a half. And if it's not fresh, we do like a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half. Because sometimes the baking powder is sitting there not fresh enough or anything like that, then yes. We're going to add a pinch of salt. Again, not measuring. And then we add the baking powder. And then we're going to sift everything. And then when you sift it, no matter if it's fried dumpling, boiled dumplings, I like to sift my flour because I didn't package my flour myself, and it's coming from the factory, so you don't know if you might get weevilled, and especially weevilled or weeble, we call it weeble or weevilled. They love the unbleached flour because it still have that nutrient in it. So they would likely in the flour itself, especially if the flour is sitting on the shelf for a long while. And you see, that's the flour and the flour ingredients in here. What I do is, let me get my fork or spoon. I'm going to use a fork in it, and I'm going to put some here in the mixture. See, I'm turning everything around. Put some here in it. I'm going to get some water. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm doing is taking the fork and putting a lot of, like, aerate the flour. Make sure your hands are washed because we're going to need it. If you have long nails, ladies, if you have long nails, sometimes I see men with long nails too. So if you have long nails, please, please, please wear some gloves. Please. Okay, I don't have long nails. I cook a lot, and I like my nails to be short to the stump, where, like, as soon as I see it start growing, I have the clippers to clip it. So I'm going to get some water. And I always use boiled water in my pastries or flour or anything like that. And I don't use the tap water. So in the background, don't mind my kitchen. I'm doing a kitchen arrangement, and I'm installing another cabinet so I could have some space. So whatever you see in the background there, forget about it. Don't pay that any attention. Okay, so I'm going to add the water to my thing. Take my hands and knead. Okay, you're going to add it, and let me show you see, you're going to knead. Knead. Not a lot of water at first, because you want to have that dough texture. You don't want to add too much water yet, or just a little at a time, because when you had a lot of water, you have to go back and you have to add some flour to it, and then, you know, make sure that it's consistent. So you're going to knead, see it's forming a dough. You want to combine everything. So yes, so as I knead, I add water. As I knead, I add water, you know. So I don't want to keep going back and then have to go back to the flour container and sifting more flour. So keep adding a little water at a time as you go, little water at a time, and you go. And then you knead. And the reason why I like the unbleached flour, like I said before, It has a lot of nutrients. It's not refined out. Refined. You see, like when you buy coconut oil, you buy the unrefined coconut oil, you can smell that coconut oil. When you buy that refined coconut oil, everything is pasteurized, everything is blended out, and it has no substance. So the unbleached flour is the best. I always tell anyone, when you have Weeble or Weevil, when you see those things in flour, that's a good flour. It's not processed out, because they're seeking food and they attracted to the nutrient or the elements or vitamins in these flour or mixtures. But one of my favorite things to make fried dumpling with is the breadfruit flour. Oh my, so delicious. Look, see? It's coming along. See? And I just continue kneading. And what I do when I finish kneading, I put a tablecloth over it and let it soak, because it's a fried dumpling, so you want to soak. Normally too with fried dumplings, a lot of people add a little sugar in it. I don't add sugar in my dumplings, because a lot of things everyone keep adding sugar to. They add sugar to brown stew. They add sugar to fish stew. They add sugar to rice and peas. Why are you going to add sugar to rice and peas? It's supposed to be all natural and authentic. Oh my gosh. They add sugar to every little thing and saying it's rice and peas. Everything is sugar. So you're going to be getting diabetes before time. Oh no. Look, see? This is a consistency. You see? Nice. See? It's not too soft, not too hard. You know, a little doughy. And we're going to soak it. But what I'm going to do is knead, because it's a fried dumpling. I'm getting most of the gluten out of it. And so when we bite into it and put it in that oil, and we're going to use some coconut oil. Coconut oil to do the frying. And if you don't have coconut oil, I like to use avocado oil if you don't have coconut oil. And then my third, if you don't have none of the two, the third best option is olive oil. I know olive oil is not good for frying, but it's better than the corn oil, the canola oil, and it's better than the vegetable oil, because the vegetable oil is a synthetic oil. Since I wash my hands, I'm just getting the flour off my hands, and because I wash my hands. So, but see, I don't have long nails. My hands are clean. I wash my hands. And I'm just gonna, see, I'm just taking the flour from the side of the bowl. So when look, see the flour, the container is clean, shine, and the flour, see, nice. See, I'm gonna roll it up in a dough. And I'm gonna put like that, see, nice. See, you can see, roll it up in a dough. Nice, see, like a little ball. And that's my fried dumpling flour. I'm gonna get a table towel, a clean table towel. So let me go to the drawer and get a table towel. See, a nice clean table towel. I have a drawer full of table towel. So I cover it up. See, I cover it up. And I just leave it there to soak, maybe just for even half an hour while I get the pot with the oil and everything hot. And then I'm going to make them into a little ball, press a little bit in the middle so it could be fried evenly. Or just use a round ball and put enough oil to even halfway the flour, the oil, and then I flipped it in. So right now I'm going to put the stuff away, do a little cleanup, and I appreciate you all for taking the time to watch me knead some flour. And I see you in a while on the next video. I love you. Please go like and share. Subscribe to my channel. See, I'm in all my house gear. My head is covered, everything like that. So I'm a little bit off camera, a little bit on camera. So thank you all. again for taking the time to come out and see everything.